My mailman keeps trying to get into my house. My mailman keeps trying to get inside my house. I don't understand what's going on. Why is he so adamant about getting inside? Has anyone ever experienced anything like this? Am I just being unreasonable? And should I just let the guy in? I'll go back a bit. My local mailman, Mr. Fairfield, has been our neighborhood mailman for the past 2 years, seemingly a nice guy. Same routine every day. Makes his way down the right side of the street. By the time he hits the end of our street, he crosses over to the left side and walks up, delivering everyone's mail. I think you get the picture I'm painting. There was nothing that could indicate that something was off, right? Well, I thought so, until a couple days ago. I opened my door to collect my mail as Mr. Fairfield was walking about before he caught notice of me and spun around. "Oh, Mr. Layton," he started half-heartedly skipping to me. "I have a package here. Doesn't have a name, but has your address. I think it belongs to you." I took the box and examined it closely. He was correct that the box had no name, no return address, not even a stamp. It was just a plain box with my address on it, in what seemed to be black ink from a pen. Definitely not something I was expecting to receive, and in no way would it be sent from my work or Amazon. Anything important for that matter. I handed it back to him and closed my mailbox lid, and turned for my door. "Are you sure?" he said so confidently, and so matter-of-fact-like. "May I come inside and help make sure it belongs to you?" The way he delivered that last line sent a chill up my spine. I've spoken to Mr. Fairfield many times. We had known each other for nearly 2 years, but the way his sentence echoed in my ears made me feel like a young college girl being hit on by a creepy old man at the bar. My inner fight-or-flight kicked in. "No," I yelped. Taken back by how quickly and loud it fell out, I responded. "No, that's okay. Just take it back to the post office. Like I said, it couldn't be too important, so it's fine. I have to go. Have a good day, Mr. Fairfield." "Very well then. Take care now." As I walked into my doorway, I could feel his eyes burning into my back, like at any moment he was ready to tackle me. I ignored it and walked inside and closed my door, not caring to look if he was still there. That night, as I sat on my couch, I still felt like I was being watched. That feeling never really disappeared. In fact, every time I passed a window, the feeling seemed to grow. So finally, I gave in and closed all the curtains and went to bed. I paid close attention to him as he passed by my house the following morning. I waited till he put my mail in and walked away. Feeling that the coast was clear when I saw he was 3 houses down, I made my journey to the mailbox, grabbing everything out and skimming through it, seeing if there was anything important. "Morning, Mr. Layton," a familiar voice said from behind. "Fuck!" I jumped, dropping my pile of mail to the ground. I swung around to see Mr. Fairfield standing 2 feet from me. How was this possible? I just saw him a quarter of a block away. There's no way he could make it to me in that minute duration. Perhaps he ran to me? No, this guy was nearing his 50s. Not fat, but certainly not skinny. Not to mention carrying a fat sack of other people's mail that probably was like 30 pounds on its own. If someone with his features ran that far in record time, they'd be red and covered in sweat. Most definitely out of breath. He was none of that. He just stood there, not a bead of sweat, his breath steady and calm. I gathered myself together and bent down to recover my mail, while sheepishly greeting him. "Hello. Pardon me for startling ya, but see, my bladder is full from all the water I've drank today. And, as you know, the nearest public rest stop is a hard walk away, and I won't last that far if you catch my drift." He then stepped a couple inches closer to me and said softly, "May I come inside?" The same feeling as yesterday, and once again I felt like prey, unable to escape. Again, that fight or flight response jumped before rational thought. My toilet isn't working. I looked at him and tried to look firm, but I felt myself shrink at his presence. He wasn't angry or annoyed. His expression didn't change. He just kept eye contact, and then with the same soft voice, maybe even softer and calmly, he said, "Shame." And with that, he continued his way down the street. As I watched him, I found it strange he didn't even knock at my neighbor's door, or the house after that. 5 buildings down and he didn't knock at anyone's door. Didn't ring the doorbell. Didn't even look at the others. He just kept straight, marching down the street, delivering mail like he always did. Surely, if a man had to pee so badly, he'd just ask another one of the folks next to me. Hell, there's woods behind us. He could have easily cut into there and taken care of business. But no, he just asked me, and only me. The past 2 experiences could have been chalked up to me just being a paranoid fool, just like my old man. I mean, was there really any real concern that he couldn't just come inside? He couldn't do any real harm to me, right? I'm in fine shape, and 28. He's what, 49? And with a dad bod. Even if he wanted to harm me, I got the physical advantage. Also, it's Mr. Fairfield. In his entire time he's been delivering in my neighborhood, he's never once shown any mean or negative characteristics. Not even the slightest. I mean, I personally always compared him to Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers. Same demeanor and presence. So why was I so afraid of him? Yeah, sure, I'm probably being paranoid, but I do trust my gut and instinct. And the past couple encounters set off alarms all over. I couldn't ignore that. After hours pacing around my home last night, I jumped between ideas and finally decided that maybe, in the end, I was just scaring myself. I came to that conclusion and was finally able to rest feeling calm. That was until this morning. I was sitting in my living room watching TV and finishing my breakfast when suddenly I was interrupted by a knock at my door. "Hello? It's Mr. Fairfield. Could I have a word?" It was unexpected for him to actually knock on the door, but I thought that he too sensed the uneasy atmosphere between us and wanted to clear the air. Yeah, that was probably it. He was too nice of a guy to leave it like this. I got up to answer the door and explain everything to him and apologize. Right as I went to open the door, I heard it. The line that haunts me. "May I come in?" I froze, unable to move or speak, shaking. Why was I shaking? I was afraid and I couldn't do anything. Then it happened, the moment that led me to writing this. The moment to why I've been sitting on my couch for the past hours and doing nothing but reflecting. In a whisper that sounded like him, but a touch of malice. That sounded like it came from behind me, to the left of me, and to the right of me. "I smell your blood from behind this door." I don't know if he left. I never heard him leave, and I refused to open the curtains and check. I should mention that after the sun went down, I kept hearing tapping on the windows and door. I don't understand what's happening to me. I need help. I didn't even get a full 3 hours of rest last night. The tapping kept me up. I tried switching rooms, but it followed. On the first floor, on the second floor, in the basement. I don't think I'm gonna get my mail today. I can't go outside. I did finally have the courage to open the curtains, and I can confirm he is in fact gone. But there's something else going on. A lot of my neighbors have been passing by today, and as they do, they take a hard look at my house and then keep walking. Even the young lady across from me, Katie, keeps coming from out of her house and stares right at my home. Why is she so pale? Was she always like that? No, she was an athletic track girl, if I remember. She should have a tan, goddammit. Why is she so white? What the fuck is wrong with my neighborhood? It's been almost 5 days since I first started writing this. I'm not going outside. I don't care. Something is wrong with everyone out there. My next door friend, Keith, knocked on my door earlier and asked if he could come in. So did Katie. So did the old woman on the far end of my street who was in a wheelchair. I guess out of anything, I haven't seen Mr. Fairfield. That's good, right? Although there's been an owl in my front yard tree that hasn't moved and is locked onto me. I don't know what that's all about. I closed the curtains again before sundown. I already feel watched when they're up. The tapping started again, and almost immediately tonight. I'm not sleeping. I haven't for a few days now. I thought about moving, but that would still involve me going outside. I don't think it's safe. I know it's not safe. I hear the owl hooting. I haven't heard Mr. Fairfield. I think that does more to unnerve me than it does to calm. I'm so scared. I woke up in the corner of my bedroom. I guess I passed out finally. I'll take the rest where I can get it. 12 p.m. and nobody has knocked on my door. Can't see anyone outside. Maybe they gave up. Maybe it's all been a prank. A very well thought out and really fucked up prank, but I'd actually be happy if it was. I'd take anything over this actually being real. I was drugged. I'm in a coma, and this is like my weird coma dream? Maybe I actually lost my shit, and I'm actually in a psych ward, strapped to a metal table. 2 p.m. Nothing. 4 p.m. Still nothing. It's about to hit sunset, and that's what I'm most worried about. I close up the curtain, and I prepare myself something to eat as the day nears its end. 5 p.m. and the sun is down. I almost choked on my food as I realize there's no tapping. There's no tapping. Is it over? I wait longer before I celebrate. It's 11:30 p.m. and there is no tapping, no knocking at my door, no stupid-ass owl hooting on my front lawn. I started to cry. It's over. I think it's safe now. I can sleep. I can leave. Tomorrow morning, I'm packing my things and bouncing. I have enough savings to stay at a hotel until I find a new place to rent or buy. I'll sell the house online and do everything far away. This place can kiss my ass. I don't care if I'm overreacting or being dramatic. I've had enough. I finally lay my head down onto my pillow, feeling good for the rest of the week almost. Whatever trials were sent my way have been conquered. I feel myself drifting away until I hear 3 knocks at my bedroom window. I hear it. I fucking hear it. Hello, Mr. Layton. May I come in? Thank you so much for listening. If you're enjoying the content, it would help out the channel a lot if you could subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Stay spooky.